this is from the sci-fi.com. So there was a painting. Oh gosh, found in an old cave painting found in the Indonesian island of Sulawesi,
Yeah.
somewhere right there. And it's claiming that it's the oldest cave painting found because they carbon dated it and all that stuff. I'm not sure how carbon dating works, you know. But they date the uranium or something in it. It's scientific shit. But the images.
There's a lot of smart.
It's
smart.
Therianthropes. Is that how you pronounce that? That's how I pronounce it.
Yeah.
The image of Therianthropes at Lang Bulu Sipong 4 may also represent the earliest evidence for our capacity to conceive of things that do not exist in the natural world, a basic concept that underpins modern religion. I don't know what that all has to do with it. But I guess because a lot of them worship like deities that are half human, half animal.
Yeah.
But in this graffiti, or rock graffiti, as they called it in this article, but these cave paintings, to me, I wouldn't even say that they were gods. I think it was more like they were hunting animals, right? And it was humans with like an eagle, bird head, or antelope head, whatever, you know, they have in that area.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be more like that's how they seen themselves? Like they're hunters, you know what I'm saying? Like that could have been certain people of their tribe. Like that could have been eagle. That could have been, because you know how they had some native, I don't know about but Native Americans had like certain names. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or it could have been like
their spirit animal.
Trying to bring, because it could have been before the hunt. It could have been part of the ritual before the hunt to kind of imbue their hunting party with aspects of different animals or whatever.
Like a bird, to be able to see them from a distance.
Yeah.
An antelope or whatever, you know, deer type creature, to be able to run that fast to catch them, because they all had spears in this cave painting. And that's why I was kind of like, I think they're looking into it a little bit too hard. Like they want it to be something that it might not be.
Yeah. Because that,
you know,
that
what I mean?
image,
Like
the image on here though, that just looks like an animal. It don't even really look like the only one I'm seeing.
They showed it when I looked at the video. I watched the video on it, and they kind of filled in some stuff, you know, with the red, and they showed like, there's little bitty people. But I took it as, like you said, like it could have been like before the hunt, or the main people of a hunt. Like like a person was like, these are the people that everyone looks up to get them food at that time when the painting was made.
Yeah.
You know, and this is who they want to be, their spirit, you know, like Yeti was saying before the hunt, to give them like maybe good vibes, good energy sent their way to survive. Because I don't know, I would see it more like that. I think they're wanting it to be something that it's not, because they want it to be the oldest depiction. I could be wrong though.
And like I pulled the article because the headline grabbed me. But then I started thinking about it, and it's like, well, yeah, that people have believed in what we would call cryptids for forever, though. I mean, it's kind of part of the human mind. I mean, even like in the Cherokee creation story of like the creation of North America, there's a giant buzzard that lands and flaps its wings to dry the mud, and that's where the hills and the valleys and the mountains and shit came from, because when the feathers hit the mud and pulled it up, you know, it kind of formed mountains or whatever. So I mean,
that's why I wouldn't consider them cryptids.
Yeah.
Like, I think this article kind of misleading in that perspective or aspect of it. Because you've seen that in a lot of cave paintings, you know, and like I say, it's either like Yeti was saying before the hunt, you know, to give good energy or just their spirit animal. That's who they, you know, I want to be able to see him. I want to be able. Hell, the one dude that was a bird could have been a spotter.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, and the other guy's a hunter. You know what I'm saying? That runs after him. Like you don't know.
Or he could be the guy that jumps out of trees on the animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the thing about trying to interpret like old cave paintings and shit. You don't. It's like watching a foreign film. You know, it's like steeped in cultural shit. Like you don't have the proper key. You know what I'm saying, to really decipher it. It's still pretty fucking neat that they're
very neat.
You know,
yeah. And where they found it, they're just like they're investigating that area. They've been investigating it for a while, and then one of the people was like, "Well, look up there. That looks like there might be something." And they just made a little rope out of, or not a rope, but it made a ladder out of bamboo, and you know, and climbed up there and started investigating. So, you know. But I mean, it's still cool, you know. And there's a lot of cave paintings in that area, which I mean, it's that old too. Like it's been around that long. Pretty bad.
Yeah, to think that you know, that long ago, people were already like, you know, making artistic depictions of stuff. You know, they had the brain power to.
And here's another thing from this article, and I'm not trying to put these people down, like, but when I read stuff, I always have a little doubt. You know what I'm saying? Like the conspiracy mind kicks in because until now, the oldest known depiction of a Arthurian throat was Germany's 40,000-year-old lion man sculpture, and then this one just so happened to be 43,900 years old. You know what I mean? Like I don't, you know.
Yeah.
A little skepticism on my part, but I'm a skeptic on a lot of stuff. Like when I start reading something, just like, did you want it to be something? And did you know, which they did the carbon dating on it, so.
Maybe it's just pictures of aliens.
Maybe. I mean, well, you know, pictures of aliens they couldn't really describe anyways. That's why the ships were like chariots or flying birds or.
Yeah.
You know, like they didn't know how to depict that, which I don't know why they couldn't draw a saucer, but or whatever it looks like. You know what I'm saying? But I guess they didn't know the word saucer, flying saucer.
Yeah.
Or it was just, well, we have chariots, therefore that's a chariot.
Yeah, it's a weird looking chariot. Yeah.
We have a bird, and birds fly. We only know the things that fly are birds, so they have flying birds that they ride in. Mechanical birds, you know.
Crazy looking bird. Fire everywhere.
And as long as we're on cryptids, which we love to stay on,